fix the title later. But we're going to broadcast this race. This is a live rebroadcast. It's not a very large field. So the question is, I still think it's going to be better to quali. I can beat many of these cars. Yeah, it's probably better to quali at this point. What's this? Oh, we need to get out on track. Quali setup is on. Let's see what we get here. As long as that is somewhere, okay, cool. It should be visible. I can't see chat. We'll reconvene. Well, in a moment here we'll reconvene. Either when we get wrecked again, because basically we've caused and we've done 0 accidents. I really don't like having to protest people, but like the one in the last race was pretty bad. Maybe they thought their car was better. I don't know. But it was a bad time, and there was only 4 cars left at the end of it. Could have gained a lot of points. In the end, we get nothing. But I'm recording this in part because I want to see if we get blip action. I want to know what the blip action had to do with. And this is kind of the only way to get a reliable recording. Changing gear for whatever reason now is terrible. It's a terrible lap. Let's try that again. Really bad lap. The goal here would be to take it all the way to the bottom. Well, I'm not even going to qualify well. Oh boy. Oh boy. Comedy of errors, man. Just getting up in here and like it, I guess. Okay, that was not good. It'll get us 2 positions if no one else improves. 1 position. It's garbage. It's 13 car field. And it is. This is gonna be something. The key thing here is I probably just want to try to stay with the front draft group, and that's going to be a large part of what's going to happen here. Wait, so we got 6. Oh, because only 7 cars qualified. I don't know why these guys don't qualify. It does seem worse. It's kind of worse. Whatever. Bullshit. Right. I need to be able to see. Wow, it hasn't updated with my terrible finishes from, well, the last finish. I don't know, we gain points and we lose points. I mean, the only thing with the iRating, I wish you could just say, like, just put me with, you know, whatever. Because here's the issue, is that every car sort of has a different skill level, so I really think the iRating system is pretty flawed and kind of, I wouldn't necessarily say on fun, but it's like, if I want to do, so like, probably the most fun you can have on this service is you pick one that you're good at, and you pick one that you're bad at in each discipline, because then you can play the one that you're bad at, so that, I mean, it depends what you want to do. A lot of people like to smurf in things. Also, like, the series I like to run, I like to run it where I have everybody involved, because then I can see what the good people are doing, because that's a frustration. Like, learning to get better, I would rather have access to anybody that's good, as opposed to having to race with people who can't even make the first corner kind of stuff. Like, this guy's not even starting on the grid. He literally waited until the last second! Oh dear. These other guys. These guys are masters. I'm not really sure 0.01 fuel was worth it. They could have also just been like running to go do something. I have an itchy eye thing going on, so that's wonderful. People threatening each other in the last race. It's been a day, man. So we got a D class in here. I don't like to pick on people, but like, that's just the first thing I think of is how are they going to screw this up? But we don't.
Everyone has a good race. Hopefully, I don't get any else late.
Yep, so the goal here is
there's going to be a whole lot of space out there.
Is when you say it's going to be a pack,
I have the downforce to be by myself out here. So
don't tell me those things. That's exploitable for me in a bad way. I just know I can beat that. Right,
I haven't done an overlay since 8500. Negative weight tracker is tighter, right?
Yeah. Understeer minus, oversteer plus.
That's what I thought, but just wanted to make sure. Thank you.
I think going down on either of the roll bars is looser, and going higher is tighter, but relative to what those roll bars do. See, I'm nice.
Cool.
And if you have not done this, beware, the draft is very strong, and I don't know how much those tools will help you. You just need to lift and be careful. Time your runs kind of thing.
Please watch out for arrow push, not sliding up, taking people out.
Push carries off, time to do your job. Green flag.
Okay, my foot just kind of slipped there. Alright, cool. Cool. We got anything? My radar's not working. Okay, that's not cool. Well, this could go very badly. Okay, good, they can do it. They can do the thing. Where was that guy that was asking how the hell to drive this? Oh dear. Oh, this guy's gonna get removed. So we're definitely gonna want to run with this front group. I right now don't care about the... I really need my radar working. I don't know why it's not. It's like the auto open failed on Sim Race Lab. Come on, grip. Come on, grip, you son of a bitch. Let's go. Let's go. Everyone takes a much higher entrance into this. It may actually be faster, huh? Because I was told late Apex is the way to go. Because I have been struggling to kind of catch back to people. And whatever the heck I did in that one race, I was really, really good. So let's just see if we can late Apex catch up to these cats. Hopefully don't hit the wall. Where are they turning in? They're turning in here. Doesn't appear to make much of a difference, to be honest. In fact, it almost feels worse. Well, I don't know, we'll see. I think the idea is to kind of try to lengthen this straight. I'm definitely stronger than most people in 1 and 2. But when it comes to 3 and 4, it's either I just do it wrong, or it's just that being behind is just very hard to deal with in turn 3 and 4. The only thing I can think of is I just need to mess with the weightjacker and stuff in 3 and 4. And be one of those crazy aliens that changes everything every corner. The trick here is also to just keep the, like once I put the throttle back down, I really don't want to ever have to lift it again. You see how we got a really good run here? That's essentially ideal. I have a lot of run here. Maybe that's just the issue, is I just need to make sure that I see the end of these corners. Here I know I'll make it, so we just stay in it. Yeah, this is good. Okay, I think I got my groove back. We were really struggling in the last race to pass cars. We were also in a fuel save scenario. It was kind of dumb. And then everybody wrecked, and I think 4 cars finished on lead lap, and I lost like 40 rating because the game is just messed up right now. It's a little bit on fun. the damage model currently doesn't work, and I don't know if that has to do with the way the cautions work, but like we literally had a car in the wall at no speed and destroyed, and he decided to come back on track. Somebody slams into him. Now we have 2 cars wrecked, and he went sideways into the wall from the bottom, by the way. And still, no caution. Another car that has nothing to do with this incident, he's not blowing up for anything in the same corner, spins out sideways across the track, still no caution. Then I slam into this guy. Well, I don't even slam into him, I just get barely clipped, basically in the side pod, again, and manage to get crazy front towing damage. I mean, that could be a little bit lag-induced, I don't know. But it just, I've now had like 3 accidents where I didn't even get hit in a wheel, and the car doesn't work anymore, so... And I really kind of missed him, but I know the lag situation can kind of do stuff. I mean, this guy is going to get pinned to the top. I can't have too much of a run, so I have to go. I don't want to hit you. Okay, what are we doing here, guys? I mean, our choices are to gap the field or not gap the field. Well, I guess we're going to gap it instead. I wonder if people, like, burn up their tires. Like, I pretty much have a setup that I put together that... basically, kind of, I wouldn't say it runs itself. There's a lot of decisions I'm making, but like in terms of like, I mean, you know, we're trying to do the same thing every lap kind of thing. I like it when my tires and stuff all behave the same every lap. That there's no fall off or anything. I do have a couple adjustments I can make late in a run. But for the most part, okay, I don't know what you're doing. You tried to come in sooner than I do. What are we doing? This is... Clearly we have a hierarchy forming, so the question I have to ask myself is, what do we do about this? Oh boy. Got a gaggle. Okay. I don't have anywhere else to go right now. The gaggle. I'm going to get a stupid run coming out of this corner. It's going to be positively stupid. Question is, where do I go with it? Probably nowhere, to be honest. I'm getting pretty close to just thinking I just save fuel, because I think these guys are just going to be dumb and not do anything else with one another, such that I should just stay behind and save fuel. How much fuel are we saving? We're already saving enough fuel. Like, there's basically, if we all pit right now, it doesn't really matter what the order is. You just need to not screw up the pit stop, basically. Like, I would not mind being on point right now. Would I? I don't really want to waste that much fuel. Okay, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. That's my other fear here, is a lot of these guys I don't trust, because they are not normally in these races. Like, just what? See, he got loose there? So, there we go, one gone.
I should have lifted when I saw you get squirrely going up on you too fast.
How does that bring out a caution? He's on the freaking apron. Are you kidding me right now? Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry, Charles. That was 100% on me.
Was it? I just saw him just dump himself. Unless he was hit.
Checking up on it too.
So here's the strategy talk. Can I please have my radar? I'll wait till after we pit.
A little too far to the inside, and for once I didn't have a 0% front right.
I think we pit here. There's the potential for me. Yeah, I can just pit here.
There's some who are willing to share pit strat. Is there any suggestions?
To be honest, I don't have a pit strategy.
If you went full lick the entire time, you're going to have to stop twice. And I think I'm going to pit here.
Catch up, hey, car.
There's a lot of different strategies you can run.
5, 3, 2, We're done. Get
What the
going.
hell was that? Oh, I know what that was. It was wing nuts. Hey, that's how that guy beat me the other day.
Full file.
Yeah, so full lick is about 37 laps, but because there's such an extreme amount of draft and you have fuel ways to save fuel in this car, plus cautions, you can see you can kind of mess with that strategy. Track position, as you might imagine, does have a value too, so it's sort of it's a mixed bag. We have a smaller group, so maybe, you know, you could have stopped there or you couldn't have, but I have a feeling most of the field would have.
Yeah, looks like only 4 of us stayed out.
I'm going to go on the apron for a second. I have to fix some of the race labs.
The tire fall off so great here. Somebody's not stopped so early.
Car past about 10. Car.
Please open the overlay.
But he's right. There's many ways to do it.
There it goes. Alright, I fixed it. Coming back.
Yeah, that was a pretty awkwardly timed caution when it comes to the fuel run.
No, that's true, Brennan.
Oh, it's here. Whatever you think plan A is changes on lap 1. So,
Yeah, and you don't know if the game, I think with the new damage model, I don't know how cautions are determined, but we had one in the last race that 4 cars wrecked, and then I got clipped, and then that was the caution. And they're all like on the track in the wall going with no speed. So sometimes it's just a matter of weird luck, so keeping your options open, and I don't know what else to say.
You conserve if you can.
Yeah, and the other suggestion, if you know how to leapfrog and work with other people, like running side by side and just like running hard for 8th is not necessarily a great strategy if you intend to pass more than 8th.
Yeah, nobody up front wanted to do that. I was hoping I could get that going with Kevin, but it didn't work. The caution came out.
Yeah, sorry about that, Ken. I just totally blew it. Still have my weight jacker at like +5.
Get ready. Going green.
This turned out like the other race I ran. 3/4 of everybody saved, and I just went full tilt. Kind of crazy. It'll be a good race.
There's not a lot of cars to draft, so...
Car is off.
Okay, where are we starting this race? When are we going? What are we doing?
Green flag. Green
Wow. That was really late. That's probably going to cause an accident. I'm surprised it didn't. So we hold high line there just because of the way the rules work. I mean, this. What are you doing, dude? Who cares? Just go. Some of these guys, like I said, I have no trust in them. You can't see some of the stuff I have, but these guys are just going full lick right now. So the issue here is if it's 37 laps for the fuel run, right now we can get to lap 53 on that alone. If I save, I can get to like lap 58. So it's getting close to. I'm basically going to run with this group, save all the fuel I can. I don't want to be in the behind group when the split happens. The issue though is if we get any more caution. Essentially, I want to try to make this race on one stop. The people in front have not stopped at all. So if we go green the whole way, we're going to have an issue. Maybe I just actually start saving now. Go to fuel map 2, just because I know I can keep up with them on that. I just like we got some new people doing this. New season. We got new faces. Some of them are learning. Some of them have done really well. This Pablo guy, I keep seeing him. He keeps getting wrecked by like veterans that think that no one else matters. But he was pretty quick. These people behind me are going to get mad eventually. So who's in front of me that I care about? Okay, we got somebody. We got Kevin here in 3rd place. He's on the lap 14 strategy. Right now I have a massive draft though. So right now I go 38 laps. Plus we've completed 18. So that gets me to 58. And it just kind of depends how this fuel run goes. Like I said, I don't want to lose the main draft, so we're not going to worry about that too much. Really, the key is I don't want to lose the entire draft. But I just have a feeling that I don't want the field to stretch out, and I don't want to be 10 seconds behind the leader if we have green flags. If I only have to pit once, that's not a big deal. But at the moment, like, I'm not going to be able to, dorkily run around in fifth fuel save. Right now we're using about 1.7 a lap. Full lick is 1.9 a lap, and I can get it down to about 1.45, 1.5 per lap if we can get max savings. So it's kind of a little game. Like if I was faster than some of these cats, I can get a lot more lift in basically. Here I can get a lot more lift in, you go. Try not to spin out because I'm really doing that corner badly there. And we get a good run here. You can see 9th place can't keep up, so they're going to fall back. They're on the same fuel strategy, but now they won't be able to draft off of me as effectively. So they're eventually going to have to blow more fuel, so I know they won't be able to make it on one stop. So that's what I'm doing here. Is there a way I can make this on one stop? And at the moment, it's going to be close-ish.
There you go, draft off. Pass me low, don't pass me high.
You see this? Like I'm getting this. These guys in front of me need to decide what they're doing, because if they let this pack break away, we're going to have a breakaway, and it's going to be a bad time. But the other issue is if it's only the two of them and they try to leapfrog, they're not going to have enough fuel, because I think that third car is just going to sit on their back wheel because he hit it on lap 14. So this is not going to last very long.
There, was that Nick?
Not going to last very long.
What?
Did you hit the wall, or was that Nick? Like you have no damage?
Damage model's broken, so you could have hit the wall and you could have taken no damage.
I hit the wall, but I think it was side damage, so I don't think, or side hit, so I don't think there was any damage.
Gotcha.
See, like in real life and a week ago, that would have been game over, man. Your suspension's just screwed and you just lose. So 9th place behind me is having trouble keeping up. So I'm gonna try to get a really good turn in here. So that's quarter of the race.
There you go, and I'll take you into 3 and you take me into 1. Go low though when you go to make your pass.
I don't mind if people work together, so as long as it's on public channels. This is more like people that are like 4K working together and stuff.
Shooting under you out of one, Neil. Don't block me. Slingshot. Never mind.
I mean, at this point, it's not going to matter because of the way that this is being done. You really have to do it right to gain anything. You really have to be doing it right. We're using 1.6 a lap currently. We can go 31 more laps. That gets me to 45 to go. So that does bring it into the... I'm going to continue doing this because it brings us into the realm of only needing to do one stop. It also puts me into the realm of being... Like, let's say a caution comes out after these cats pit. They'll get the wave around. But getting the wave around puts you at the rear of the lap. So it'll put me on point. So... Oh, whoa! Don't come up, don't come up, don't come up. Caution's out. That changes everything. Who spun that? That was rough. Well, there we go. I need to get a clutch button.
I think I ran at the bottom line destroys my tires.
Yeah, I don't know what people have in trouble with
Stay
tires
off.
at this
And 1
track.
and 2, don't go below the
Maybe that's why I'm better at the end of runs.
asphalt line. Don't do it.
You gotta know your car. Bebo can run
Yeah,
that
the
line.
teams are pretty killer here.
Yeah, the seams. That's what they're called. The things between the lines, they're seams. You never want to have your...
You're getting a little loose too. Go negative weight check here a little bit. It'll help you out, especially in the draft exit.
So the question here is, I mean, if we're pitting, we're pitting. If everyone's going to pit, right?
Copy that.
Because from here we can make it on 2 goes. All I get out of
I had
this
the
is
weight
being
checker
6
at
cars in
-1,
front of
but
me.
I didn't really want to touch it too much.
So right
Yeah,
now,
it feels
if I
like
full
somehow
lick,
it's
I
way
can
worse
go
at Legacy
20.
than New Michigan
I can go
too.
about 25 laps. So let's say we restart. I can't get to the end, so I'm gonna actually pit here because I think I can pass all these guys behind me.
Half lap 13, car.
I just don't want to get flagged because that guy stayed out. Some of these guys staying out, I think, are going to get caught. There's not a lot of cars, so it's hard to say that, man, there's going to be a, you know... Am I really going to get anywhere on tires?
3, 2, 1. Right here. All clear, punch it. They want you in single file. Catch up 1.
I didn't know who won that. Because I couldn't see. So we didn't take tires there. Because I kind of don't need them. Take tires at the final pit stop, basically. I figured something there was going to be free, so I think fuel was more important than the tires. And that, I think, got us a handful of positions. It got us 2 positions. If I really wanted tires, I could just take tires. So from here we can go 37 and 37. So the last, both fuel runs are going to be full throttle, full lick. We're going to get another position here because this guy decided to pit late. Cool. Let's see, how's chat doing?
1 to go.
Hey Ant, how you doing? This was requested by Ant. I think I figured out what the blipping was being caused by. Discord is a really shittily programmed application, but it gave no indication that it was doing what it's doing, but I changed its hardware acceleration settings, and now Discord runs like shit, which it should, because it's terrible. And this now doesn't seem to have, at least not on the oval, I'm not getting the blip issue, because you'll actually see the game like blip. That's why there's a whole bunch like that FPS and all the numbers. Is part of why I'm recording this, just to basically record the blip. There's just nothing. I have pretty much everything like turned down to nothing. I have dynamic track data on, but I don't really think I've not noticed changing any of the settings. Just it doesn't change anything. All right. I'm running exactly where the game thinks I should, even though this is a lot of cars missing here. So yeah, so from here it's basically going to be full throttle, fly by the seat of your pants. This is going to be nuts. Maybe we'll go the distance and we'll see how good people know their pit strategy. Oh, they blipped! There's the blip! Lap 29, we got to remember to catch the blip. I'm unhappy with that restart. It's a different person. I was expecting them to hold it all the way to the end. Like
I found out this time that it'll be slow and it's even on go low.
Alright, we're still with the pack. Let's go. I almost won a race yesterday, and just dumb things keep happening that I have no control over. Getting better, though. So our goal here is to gap anyone we can, because assumingly we get to that pit stop, and just the less cars we have to contend with, and the more time we have on anybody else, that's ideal. Basically, make it so the back end of the pack has no hope of ever beating us. already 7th place appears to be gapped. Yeah, they're an additional second behind the guy behind me. Whoa, okay. I'm down there. Slot right back in. So 8th place has lost the draft. And it's the rest of us here. Looks like 9th wrecked. 9th and 10th wrecked. Well, that makes things interesting. So we're never going to stop again until the end, right? I've set tires out, right?
Chucking up out of 2.
Always check about it too. Maybe not everyone has a thing. The pace car comes out of the pit lane, same spot every time, and catches the leader, or rather catches the head lap.
Keep roads open.
It's not possible to make it from here, so we just lazily go around and hope people pit. Put us on point. More positions, the better. The car in front of us probably has to pit here, because they only have approximately 20 laps worth of fuel. Like, they're going to have to stop twice if they don't stop here. So they're going to get shuffled to the back. I don't want to deal with them, so be gone with ye. You've only used about 8 liters of fuel while the whole field behind us is coming. I mean, I guess it's free, right? I guess it's free. Let's see, the board. Let's check chat. It's still Ant. Ant is here. I don't have any math. There's no math to be doing right now. There's no math. A lot of Kevins. There's 3 Kevins in front of me. Kevin Dixon, Ken Cram, Kevin Burrell. I really hope they fix the damage model, though. It's somehow, despite all the complaints.
Car just washed at Nicholas.
We are getting to the point that, well, we got a D and a C class behind us. We're getting to the point that we can't lose rating. For some of these guys, they may just go balls to the wall kind of thing. So Discord was not the reason I got the blips. I don't know.
Disregard that. Mashing all sorts of random buttons on my wheel.
You know, I wonder if it's an internet issue. Because we've been having, that was the other thing, is I've been having this intermittent internet issue that I'm pretty much at the point I just want to contact the FCC, because the Rectum Internet Services can't seem to fix problems. But the problem is the errors on the cable box, which is why I have the TV on, listening for when the picture breaks up, do not coincide with the issues that happen here, although the way that it breaks up is basically the same type of scrambly, gravelly book. So we're down to 9 cars. 7th place pitted on this lap 35, but they're still going to have to pit again, so it doesn't really... I think my tires are... No, I took tires. No, the game is drunk. I did not take tires on the last pit stop. That's how I got to 4th. For whatever reason, people really think they need tires here. And maybe it's just because my setup is a little bit more, really not conservative, but like, let's just say like I'm maybe giving up a 10th But it also means that I can just run the tires for 60 laps if I wanted to and not have a extreme difference in everything. But the goal here is to they're just starting in horseshoe anyways. Alright, here we go. Back to racing. 65 laps to go.
Going green.
This race has already taken a half an hour, when this race should only take an hour, if that. I can run it solo in about 53, 54 minutes. Alright, so this guy's made, I think he went pretty quick last time.
The pace car is in.
Oh, this is the other guy that doesn't know how to restart. Well, I mean, he knows, he just waits forever. So it's going to string the field out a little bit more because of the delay. In this, I need to actually try to hold throttle the whole time through this. It's not going to work. Got through most of it okay. We are in map 1, alright, cool. Because from here I'm going to have to make sure I don't lose this group. Because this is the race right here. If I lose this group, we lose. But I have a really strong toe here because of the overlap. Overlapping cars give you more draft. This is going to be a banger of a lap. I need to actually do the second half of this lap correctly. We're staying high. All right. Let's go. The issue here is I'm running up the track too much. This is the wash. Get a good run here again. Let's go. Let's go. Just gonna stay high line here. Bear in mind, my tires are worse than theirs, so my goal here is to basically just stick with them. Stick with them as long as I can. Just find the exit to every corner and just keep it on the track. It looks like everybody, first through 6, throw a blanket over them, and then 7 through 9. We have two distinct groups that formed. Got a really good turn in there. It's going to be a really good run. So that's what I need to do. I actually have to take the normal apex that I'm making that corner and not go high. Every time I go high, even just by myself, it loses 2/10. So maybe that's what I just need to be doing. 10th place has resumed running. Just don't hit the wall. Alright. Oh, this guy's gonna pit out into traffic. Alright. Oh, he's gonna be behind us. That's fine. So 6th place having trouble keeping up. Did the guy really come out of the pits and wreck? Oh my god, he did. Well, Does that change everything? We got 57 to go. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Checking up here out of 2. His car catch up.
I'm gonna coast. Screw checking out. I guess I'm gonna stop now because these guys are. I don't know why we're hitting the brakes. Like there's no point. Where's the one car? Alright, so we're down to 10 cars. 10 cars left in the race. Should not have been this way. So if these guys pit, do I care? I mean, okay, see ya. Of course, the whole field is going to be able to pit, but that's going to jumble up the field and potentially create an incident. I think I'd just like to be on point here. I mean, I got 32 laps worth of fuel. That's plenty to get to the end of this race. Well, to the last pit stop, which right now is going to be about 32. 34. Right, wait, no, it's going to be full fuel, isn't it? Wait a second. 10, 20. I got about 25 laps of fuel, so it's going to have to be about 30 laps. So 30 laps would be about 60. So yeah, I'm going to have more fuel load
Hey, Neil,
delivered.
do you have your ears on?
Yes.
Do you mind if I come alongside you here on the back? Take a peek at my front. I can't tell how damaged or not.
Oh, are you behind me or there?
Copy that. Let me know if you can see.
If this guy pits, do I follow? No. No, I'd love to be on point. This guy's 2.9. I'm surprised he
I
stayed
can't
on.
see anything wrong.
Copy that, thank you. Not like I was just losing speed. I know I did touch the wall once, so it could just be the alignment causing me to lose speed.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even see a scuff mark.
Did the spotter tell you anything?
My safety did. I got a 2X. I touched it. I guess it's hard enough to get a 2X, but if there's no visual damage, I don't know.
The damage model is currently busted. They made damage changes trying to say like things. Right now you can smack the wall at 200 miles an hour and many times you don't get damage. I've been tapped by people and had just destroyed car that not even where I got touched. So this is unfortunately usual with this patch.
Well, it just seems like maybe that's a better way to handle net code instead of just both parties losing.
I was going around doing testing for Long Beach, and like, I had a couple wall hits that were crazy, and I was like, you know, I wonder about this. So I started just like bonking the wall intentionally a few times, and like, I could barely even get a knock your wheels out of alignment message from the spotter, like intentionally trying to get it. So that should let you know where we're at nowadays, I guess.
It's just completely wrong. I even wrote on the forums, they just need to go back to the prior model for this car. It's just completely wrong.
Meanwhile, in NASCAR, you tap the wall and you break something now.
It's funny because the car does have it. Basically, the car's built like a Formula car now. It's you know, that's more realistic. Maybe it should explode into flames too. All right, good luck.
If you're gonna have rain, you might as well have fire.
Alright, here we go. So this guy's done kind of weird starts, so we're just going to stay in it and see what we can do. Oh, he actually went with a real start this time. He just picks something different every time. So this is going to be an interesting situation, because our goal up front here is probably to want to gap the field as fast as we can. Because everyone's gonna have to stop one time. You just want to be the. Oh my God. Well, maybe we won't have to pit again. I don't know. This is getting tough. This is the problem I have with the damage model right now. As an IndyCar, if you crash, your car probably isn't going to go back out. But right now with the damage model, these crashed cars can just wreck 4 times and nothing. They get no punishment for it. It could have been something different. I don't know. It's just
Doesn't really feel like a safety car was necessary for that.
and then 5 cars crash and you don't get
I
one.
think that's the 4th time that that triggered one.
Out of 2.
Used to be if you got off the racing surface, they didn't really care.
The pit road is now open.
Yeah, I put that in the bug report too, because like I said, we've had cars stopped on track and no caution until like the 5th car gets in the incident. But yeah, a couple races earlier this week, yeah, normally you crash on the apron there, and it's not going to bring it out. So I'm confused as everyone else is, it doesn't make sense. So we get to go around under caution more, because I want to have dinner. Dinner time.
I was doing a truck race last night, and somebody spun into the apron at Texas on the backstretch, and it brought out a caution as the leader was just about to take the white flag. That turned into a cluster.
How many more overtimes, 2-lappers did you have to do after that?
They only do 1 in that now.
Oh, okay. I forgot iRacing doesn't necessarily match the exact rules of real life.
I'm kind of glad it's just 1 on here, though, in officials.
There might be 2 cars left at the... I've seen, like, where there'll be 2 cars at the end of some of these, because people race for it at the end, I get it. I don't know why people race for it on lap 1.
Yeah, that one was only bad last night because it was like 6 people stayed out and then the rest came in, got fresh tires, and it was a big difference.
Oh yeah, Texas will do that. They were interviewing all the Cup guys this week for Texas, and they're worried about what tomorrow's race, the actual race, is going to be like. And they're basically like, can we just like rip the track out and start over if they're gonna do stuff with the track?
My favorite's all the people saying just go back to what it was originally intended to be, and I was like, well, that's pretty much what Atlanta is right now.
Yeah, you're probably gonna get Atlanta tomorrow. I'm excited to see what it's gonna look like, 'cause it's another weird track with the new car.
Yeah, they were going way faster than I thought they were going to go.
Yeah, I'm basically expecting super speedway. What will happen at Atlanta, basically, and that's I hope no one gets hurt because of the rigidity of the car is just really bad on the drivers right now. It's just not good. You don't want your $10 million drivers getting hurt. Really, anyone getting hurt, but you know, like the star quarterback going out really changes the product, doesn't it?
Yeah, Allgaier had one today that hit. I was like, that's in the next gen car. He's out for a few weeks.
Yeah, I was worried. I was like glad that wasn't today, like you said. Right. Tires are good. Let's go. So we get bored here on the ovals, man. This is an unusual amount of cautions, though. So good news is we only had one blip. So I'm beginning to think it's a piece of software that I don't think has anything to do with anything, and maybe they changed something. Because I went through all the air logs, I went through everything, and I can't pinpoint what it is because I've really closed just about everything. Like, the same stuff that was running before is running now, and as far as I know, nothing is updated or changed. Oh, here we go. Oh my god. It's every time. Okay. Well, wait a second. Do I care if he just goes off the front? Do I care? Yeah, I care. Oh god, the car wants to go. The car wants to go. Save it. Yeah, if you want to go, man, go chase them. Fuck it. I don't care. They're in the bottom. Let's go. Right in front of them? Game says I'm clear. Where the hell is he? Oh, he's way on the damn bottom. Really? I guess we're just gonna run this now. Whoa, hello. Not trying to pinch you, but like, shit, dude. There's a lot of laps to go, man. Alright, screw this. Screw all of this. Yeah, you guys could just go. If you're gonna pace, let's just go. Let's get them. Let's catch them. Really not. I mean, I got no draft, so okay, guys. I'm not trying to hit anybody, but I can't get out of it there. I'll just go in the damn wall. Like, what is happening? Glad it didn't take any damage. Glad we didn't get spun out. Like, what are we doing exactly? Alright, careful of that, because I almost wrecked you. Being very nice, not wrecking you. Oh my god. Oh my god! Ah! At this point, do we pit because I can maybe make it up?
We hit halfway and there's like 10 of us left. Anybody go for like an all pit bathroom break?
I don't want to wait another freaking 50 minutes. I can't do that, man. I don't know how to do that and not screw it up.
Sounds like the reason I always panic before the race starts.
You're at the back and really quick.
To be fair, this gave me a double boost for an NPR, so I was literally just going to complete. So I didn't realize it was a 100 lapper until I like got in. I was like, oh shit.
It should never take this long. This is extreme. I could potentially.
What are the cautions for? Spins or actual like people crashing out?
That one was actually a crash. I think most of them have been single car.
There's another one for an accident. At least I saw it in my rearview mirror.
3, 2.
Yeah, that was definitely the mid of turn 2 and or 3 and 4.
This will let me get fresh tires too, which is very
But
nice.
I've seen a few spun out in front of me coming out of 2 on cold tires, pushing a bit hard, you know? I don't know the line, so just hanging in the back.
Someone just hit somebody?
Yeah, I've kind of been treating this like Daytona and NASCAR. Just stay with the lead pack, but just kind of sit back a little.
I've been playing on my field maps. I've been doing like map 2 for like first like lap. So I don't just blow through my rears and then I'll pump it up.
So the leader here put themselves in a little bit of a pickle, because they may have to pit under green. But this could also just be a shit show. I've now put myself behind several cars.
I was kind of hoping this was, with the start with all the cautions, I was hoping it was going to be like the 500 I did in the session I had, where it was like a couple early, and then we just went straight through to the end. Nope.
This is by far the worst one I've had.
I don't know, but it's gonna get interesting here in a couple laps. What happens? We're like right on the verge of saving and making it, or getting to the point where everybody can make it.
So my goal here, I'm not going to tell them.
Yeah, that was another one of those interesting timing ones.
What I'm going to do here is basically sit on the back of anybody. As long as I'm not losing time to the cars I care about, I'm basically just going to sit on somebody's rear. Because right now it's you'd have to. We're gonna start with 44 to go, and a lot of just aggressive.
Good, I'm just happy we got a race. I tried to do one last night. We only got 3 people in it.
I think people are pretty scared of running open, and not always without good reason, as it turns out.
Yeah, it's a little intimidating to some, I think. Especially on some of the street circuits and things like that, but I thought this would have been a little bit better.
Get ready, going green.
It's usually pretty good, to be honest. I think fixed is usually where you get not just casual, but just people that really don't know what they're doing and just kind of joining for fun, which is fine. Anyway, good luck. Talk on people when they're restarting. All right, here we go.
Pace car is off. Be ready.
Sleeping on the restart. Come on, let's go. Get on this guy's ass. This restart might be a bit scary. Get double blocked, first of all. Alright, this guy's already gonna lose position. And the field, so because of what just happened here, this split could potentially break everything apart. And at the moment, we're just gonna put gaps in. We're just gonna try to gap. I obviously would like to save fuel, but just naturally when I get behind this car, it's going to give me some fuel save for that anyways. Essentially the goal here is we want to figure out what the fuel number is. Right now the fuel number is, we're going to be short 13 liters, and the last lap was a 1.84 liter use. So if I save let's say I save 3/10 a lap the rest of the way, times 40, it's not possible to save enough fuel without another caution. So we're just going to let this string out. Maybe we can save a little bit of fuel to try to get it under the caution. But at the moment, I mean, everybody's basically, there's several people that are going to have to pit well before we all do. And so those will be positions gained. I like having fresh tires, though, compared to the rest of the field, too. That might have been what that guy experienced. So right now we have 7 cars, and the gaps between them are actually getting quite large. So yeah, I'm not going to take the field map down at the moment. It's going to be a big deal. Like, if I get 10 seconds on people, like, you're not going to be able to save enough fuel at this point. The draft's not strong enough. I got the lead pack trying to leapfrog, I guess, or they're going side by side, so we'll see what that brings. Now, I wonder if I roll it into 6th harder in the corners so that it doesn't come down as hard, the engine braking. It's basically I need to get back into 4th when I get back on the throttle. Alright, 40 to go at the line. And now we're reaching the point where the fuel strategy thing can play. And the next thing I have to figure out is what laps are the leaders running. The leaders are running 32/8. So if I go ahead and pit to make it, I know I can run as fast as the leaders. Just screwing around running 32/8. Oh, we got another blip.
Come on, get up there.
62.
Create some separation.
Well, that's rude.
Strategy, man. Like, the guy's a sitting duck. He needs to pit, and he needs the gap. That's why I'm not letting him have it if I can help it. I can make it so he doesn't get the gap. got loose. Let's go. Who was that? It was a green car. His tires are currently cooked, so it's a good chance to get by him. He may not be able to just because he was that far ahead. His tires will probably even out by the next corner. That checkup cost him. You guys are nuts, man. Why are we playing these
Hey,
games?
man.
I don't understand. If you want to beat the other cars, you need to not be playing these games, man. All it does is, oh, we got a pit. We got a pitter. Disaster for them. At the moment, we would need 7 leaders to finish the race. I wonder if we can actually make it. We actually could make it, so I'm going to actually get on the fuel save and see what I can do. I certainly don't have any reason to pass them. But let's see if we can save enough to make it to the end. Okay, we're checking up. Interesting. Interesting strategy. What are we doing here? Another blip? No, it just didn't drop the FPS. I think that was just lag. Okay, at the moment we're actually very close on fuel, so we're going to continue doing this. Because the guy in first is not going to catch us. Not if we're doing 33s. It's not going to happen. At this point, we've now actually saved enough fuel to potentially make it to the end of the race. We got a car off. Oh no, that would really change everything. Is he going to tow? He hasn't towed. Hasn't towed yet. He's getting it going. Okay. So right now we're pretty tight on fuel. The car in the lead is not going to be able to do this. The car in front of me is pitted on the same lap. So what's going to happen here is this guy at the moment is, I'm just letting him pace me, basically. Yeah, if you want to go, you can go. I don't care. Take it. Just don't wreck me in the process. Give me an even bigger draft. Essentially, I'm just gaining as much fuel as I can here, because eventually this is going to turn into a situation. I think I'm the only one that has fuel to do this. Unless this guy in front of me has been on map 5 the whole time. He might be able to do it too. But at the moment we'll be on fumes, hitting the finish. But, I mean, just looking at the way this race has gone, right? Good chance we're going to get a caution, right? Any caution, we're golden. And also with me catching up to this car in front of me who may be on the fuel save. Like we're going to get close. We're going to get really close to making this fuel number work. moment, there's 28 laps to play. At this rate, we need about... Well, we're basically right on the money. It's 1.5 a lap. That's 30 liters for 20. 45 would be... So it'd be 42 liters. So we're basically around 1 lap short. Just going to keep plugging this strategy and see what we can do. Certainly not losing. The only person I'm losing to is that person that already pit. And I'm actually not losing to them because we're doing 33s. So if all these kids have to refuel, and I do too, that's fine. At this point, we're going to set our fuel thing to correct number though. We're also going to have to turn off tire change because we're not going to change tires. It's literally going to be splash and go for the win. So Ken here is the red car in the middle. So the way the rules work, if a caution comes out and he's in front of the leader, eventually if he stays out, the safety car will let him go around. So he'll get his lap back. But at the moment, he's trapped 1 lap down until we all pit. But I think now he's put himself on the point. Man, this fuel number is going to be so close. I wish... well, actually, you know what? I could probably just run some really slow laps, right? Because, I mean, if we're really going to be that close, kind of thing. I mean, this is really close. I love it when we have different strategies play out here. The sheer number of cautions, at least, is going to give us a good finish. I just can't believe how close the refuel number is. Do not want to lose these dorks. Damn it. Oh, baby. So the car in front here is awfully close to having to pit. I mean, that's really going to change this whole situation. So the question is, how much fuel do I need to run? I need 10 liters. No tires. That was not ideal. Still kind of holding out for a caution at this point. We still have the draft there. We'll throw a second up the road. It's really not that bad. What was their last lap? I'm losing 3/10 to them. We'll see how bad this lap is. Might be our last chance though, where we have to actually commit to our strategy. We're losing time to this group. And we're losing fuel. So executive decision has to happen here. I don't think I can catch them, right? Cannot catch them, giving up on that. So now I have to figure out what I'm going to do here. Can I, is it even possible to save enough? First place car is sitting
Give me
on
the bottom into 3 or whatever in case you're pitting.
I want Brandon behind me. Can I actually save enough?
I'm gonna stay out for.
That's the question I need an answer to.
I'll try to make them not get our draft.
At this point, I'm just gonna go with not needing a. Oh, here we go. Oh, baby, can I get him?
Let's keep swap.
Can't get to him. Can't get to him. I'm just gonna try to save enough fuel on track. Fuck it. I'm gonna go so slow that this third place car has to catch me. Does not help I was screwing around on that other fuel mix for a few laps. Basically, I'm just going to sit on his butt, see if I can save enough to finish, because it's going to be pretty close. Like, if I can do stuff like this and just sit. He's got the strategy, man. .149 might be doable. It's going to be really close. But I mean, like, losing a second a lap is fine. Like, that's absolutely fine. The pit stop requires 33 seconds, basically. So that's totally fine. No one's going to catch up to that. Whoa, that was interesting. 10 to go, and I'm down to not enough fuel. I'm still just going to sit on his butt if I can. If I saved a little bit more, we'd be in a better position here. I'm getting in a position where I need to like do really weird stuff at the end of this race to make it. Maybe this guy can't make it either, huh? And I don't know. I'm just amazed no one else has pinned it. The problem is there were 6 laps left in the race. 7 laps left in the race. Well, when I have 21 seconds on the car behind me.
Iggy, I'm hitting this time.
Wow.
I'm boxing K.
I'll give you the bottom.
I guess the question I have to ask myself is, can I make it on this? Wow, is this going to be tight?
That's the first time I got super tight up there. Fenced it.
Much draft as I can, and we'll just keep going. I don't know, I'm going to try this. Maybe it don't work. I'm using too much fuel. This isn't going to work. I can go around one more time if there's a caution, but this is not working. So, how much do they use? It's way too much. Alright, no tires, no nothing. Just got to go for it. I'm unhappy with the way this went. I'm just going to get cycled behind everybody else. There are a lot of cars a lap down. But I'm not... Well, I guess...
Nice call on no tires there, bud.
Be out of fuel here
That
when
was
we get to the
nice.
pit lane.
I messed up and forgot to deselect them.
Alright. What do I need to finish?
I didn't want to have what happened to Kevin Dixon happen to me.
5, 2 more, let's go. 3, 2, 1. Right here.
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
That's it, go.
I think I'm gonna get cycled back to 5th from that. I tried. I had to try, man. But we were gonna be too short anyways. I think I could have gotten 3rd. Oh well.
Nice call, Kevin.
I just did.
Thanks, man, and thanks for the excellent swap drafting. I think that saved my ass there. I appreciate it. That was fun. Good race, guys. Once we got going, it was good.
I just didn't. The
And
luck
that's
did not go my
race,
way. I
well,
played
Kevin.
strategy twice, and both times
Cheers,
came up
have a good
snake
one.
eyes.
I'm just glad I finished.
I would take 8 on 5.
Sometimes finishing is all you can ask for, and I have not finished many super speedways in a while. Cheers, guys.
Oh, good for him.
That was me last week at Laguna Steak. I had to tell myself, all right, finish, you'll probably be in the top 5.
I like this card's hard. It's not free if you screw up. All right, well that's it. I need to go to dinner. Let's chat.
I'll take that and you can bring it home some points.
Biba.
That's all it's about.
Bad choices. That was stupid. So you approached the time. Did we actually hit the time limit? Damn, we actually got close, didn't we? Session says it ends in 14 minutes. No, the yellow's what I needed. I had to try Viva. It was like, win the race or lose like a position. Like, who was I beating? I was probably gonna get 4th. Was probably 4th was on the table there, maybe 3rd. The 2 in front played a different strategy, so I don't think I'll be able to pass them. But alright, that's that. Oh, I didn't fill out that who cares? I don't care about protests. That guy Joshua runs with the guys I league with sometimes. I league? I don't know. I could have beat any of them, really. It's just the way the cautions went down and the strategy that got played. Jesus Christ. Freaking race was under caution. Average lap time, 44 seconds. That's extreme. Oh, goodness. Alright, I've had enough. But now I have the data that it was at lap 29 and like lap 70 had the blip. So I have to find a screenshot of that. I'm not doing it right now. It was 29, was it 29? 70. Alright, take it easy, Viva. See you later, Ant. Is Yogi going? Let's see what Yogi's doing.